Okay, guys, I already showed this today, but I just get so pumped just looking at this. I just have to show it again. Look at these freaking sick emojis that Yandy over at the private Discord made. We've got a Bitcoin coin. We've got the bullish bull. Woo! You can't see this, but it's an upward moving chart graph. Man, those are filthy. I just wanted to show those guys to you. Show them to you guys. I don't know what I'm saying. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Trades, where we get technical analysis on different stocks in the stock market, as well as potential buy, hold, or sell opinions on these given stocks. I'd like to preface by saying that I'm not a financial advisor nor expert, so take what I say with a grain of salt. The reason that I started this channel is because a couple years back, I was about $30,000 deep in some medical debt, and I was very fortunate to have some close family, friends, and mentors that pushed me to work hard and invest my money, and I'm happy to say that not only am I now financially free, but I'm doing pretty well for myself at the age of 23. So, if I can pass along any of the information, resources, or tools to you guys here in the community, make a couple people better off, better than they were before, that's all that I can ask for. Lastly, if you would not mind, drop a like on the video. It really does help support the channel, and consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this, as I do post videos every day. Now, quick shout out to the guys over at the Patreon. We have had quite a few new people join us. Hudson, brother, Mahi, Kester, brother, Craig, Nissa, Brandon, William, Gabriel, Zach. Thank you guys so much for the support. It really does mean a lot to me. They will have access to the private Discord, as well as real-time insight to my personal trading. And guys, this Discord is gold. We've got a whole bunch of different feeds here. We've got patterns and indicators, watch list stocks. We've got channels specifically for certain stocks or ticker symbols you're looking at. So it's a great opportunity. Today we're going to be looking at ticker symbol CLWD, CloudCommerce Incorporated, and we got a lot to cover here on the price action. We're just going to look at this at a 1 month and 1 day, 1 minute perspective. We'll talk about a couple different indicators here. I do have the RSI pulled up, the relative strength index, anything over 70 being overbought, anything under 30 oversold. I have the 200 EMA, the Exponential Moving Average, and this is just a 200-day price action-based moving average that takes that into consideration and creates a trend line. And then the 15-day VAMA, the volume adjusted moving average, is the same thing, except it's over a 15-day period, and it does weigh the overall volume that is going into a stock. We'll talk about what these two indicators mean. We'll take a look at some levels of support and resistance on the stock, and I will disclose that I do have a position in CLWD. I'm currently in the stock at 15.4 cents for 15,000 shares. So I do have a position. Take that for what it is. Before we do get into the stock, though, I'm just going to read off to you what the company is. CLWD, or CloudCommerce, engages in the provision of cloud-driven electronic and mobile commerce solutions. It provides digital advertising solutions. The firm offers data analytics, digital marketing, branding and creative services, and development managed infrastructure support. On StockTwits, they do have 8,000 members. They've gone up about 1,000 a day for the last couple of days. The message volume is up quite a bit. Sentiment is down, price is down. But if we do take a look at the charts here, they're up thousands of percent from January 6th. They were trading for 0.0086 cents. Currently trading at 12 cents right now. So they have had a massive run up. They did have a pretty harsh pullback today. We'll get into everything once we get to the video. But I just have pulled up their website here really quick. We'll just take a quick look at this and see what they are. At CloudCommerce, we take a collaborative approach to everything we do, employing the specialized strengths of our teams to define markets, refine messaging, and deliver that information with accuracy. We fuse data with creative content to ignite an emotion in our audiences to make a desired action. They have marketing solutions enhanced by data and design. It's looking like a pretty solid company, and they are trading for not that high of a cost, right? They're a penny stock to a T, right? 12 cents, but it is picking up traction, and I'm taking a shot at CLWD. Of course, when you get into these kind of stocks, you do have to realize that you could lose all of your money. So if you do decide to invest in CLWD, do your own due diligence, decide if it's worthwhile for you as a swing trade. That's how I'm playing it, as a swing trade. Decide if you are comfortable with losing the money that you currently have in your position, because that is 100% possible that we could see this drop from 12 cents all the way back down to less than a penny. And if that does happen, I'm out my money, right? So just be very cautious, mitigate your risk, decide what is a worthwhile investment for you. But CloudCommerce is picking up a lot of traction, and I still think this is flying pretty under the radar. I mean, the volume does look pretty high, but there's not really that many people talking about it. And when I look this up on YouTube, there's really not that many channels discussing CLWD. And I'm just going to give you guys a completely unbiased opinion on what the company is looking like right now. And let's just dive right into the video. So we do have the crossover of the 15-day VAMA over the 200 EMA right here. And this is an indicator that I use to designate whether or not a stock is about to take off. It is how I found JAGX. JagX, back when it was trading for 80 cents, had that same crossover. I brought it to the channel's attention. I said, hey guys, this stock looks really solid right now. It should do some pretty gnarly stuff, some filthy run, and it did happen. And then we're seeing the same thing right now happening with CLWD. That crossover happened, and it has been nothing but clean air and movement ever since, right? So this is looking pretty solid. I'm really liking the price action. It does look extremely bullish. It's bullish on the macroscopic scale for sure. Today we did have quite a pullback day. We did finish the day a hair under neutral at 44, but we did spend the majority of the day in oversold territory. So, if you are looking to get a position in a stock, it's best to buy in when you are as close to 30 on the RSI indicator as possible. And what's absolutely filthy about the price action here is the stock was trading at or near or above 70 for like 5 freaking days straight. I mean, it literally grew over 1,000% in a matter of like 5 days. So that's if you have a position in the stock worth less than a penny per share, you need to tell everybody in the comment section how you're buying your house, where you're buying your house. Are you gonna have a jet ski? Because you're that's disgusting. I wish this was on my radar, but it absolutely was not. Actually, when I was, picking my swing trades for the week, I flipped a coin between SHIP and CLWD. SHIP right here. I still do have a position in SHIP, and I decided to pick SHIP. And I'm just a hair below even right now on SHIP. But I flipped a coin. I said, I'm either going to get into SHIP or I'm going to get into CLWD. And CLWD at the time was trading for about 6 cents. I made the wrong call. Frickin' quarter screwed me, but that's the way things go. It is what it is. But the volume here does look pretty standard. We've seen about the same amount of volume for the last 4 days. Quite a few red bars, which does hint at the fact that it may be investors or it may be traders pulling out, because we are seeing very similar volume levels to the past 3 days. So that is something to keep in the back of your mind if you do decide to get into this stock, is we are seeing the same amount of red volume come out as green volume. So we do still have these 2 huge load days, and I don't anticipate anybody here is probably selling their stock right now, because there's pretty much infinite upside here and almost no risk whatsoever, unless this thing does come back down to a penny, in which case I guess they're even. But that we may be seeing a little bit of sell-off, a little bit of panic selling, some profit taking, today with these big red bars, these huge drops in volume. And if we look at this candle right here, this is very indicative to me. So this is going to be a level of resistance in the future if it does reapproach that 21 cent mark. This is huge. This is a very large candle wick. And that indicates to me that there was weak buying presence, some very strong selling pressure. So that is going to be a level of resistance to watch for in the future. I'll draw up some levels of support and resistance right now. We do have a very solid support with a double bottom right here at just under 10 cents. We'll call it 10.1 cents. We did have 2 double bottoms and then a very nice bounce back up, followed by a slow bleed for the rest of the day. I am currently down in CLWD. I entered into my position at about 15.4 cents. So down about $510, but I will be riding this stock out for I'm guessing about a week. I really am interested to see how this plays out, and I'm completely comfortable if it ends up happening to lose that $2,000 that I put into the company. If that happens, that's the risk that comes with a penny stock. So don't just buy this because I'm talking about it. I'm just presenting this information to you so that you can make your own decisions based on what the charts look like, right? And right now the charts do still look bullish. The gap between the 200 EMA and the VAMA is closing a little bit today, but we were in oversold territory, either neutral or oversold for the majority of the day. So I do think we should probably see a correction on this in the future, either that or a little bit of consolidation, which I'm totally fine with. That's perfectly okay with me. A consolidation period is actually slightly favoring bulls, as it gives buyers confidence that, hey, this isn't just a pump and dump. There are people that believe in this company as much as I do, and I'm gonna push the price up a little bit. It lets buyers say, hey, you know what? I think I'm just going to take a shot here. And the longer this consolidates, the more likely we are to see more people step in. So I can see this playing out a couple of ways. We could see a couple consolidation days. Just looking at the previous RSI indicator, we haven't really seen a drop off like this in the last month. It's been pretty neutral or a hair below neutral for a long time. So this is kind of uncharted territory, right? This is the first time the stock's been oversold in a minute. But there is a lot of price action happening in the neutral territory. So just based on previous trends, I think it's likely that we see, either neutral price action, so a consolidation day, or we move back up to this overbought territory in the 70 range, and then we continue to see higher prices pushed up on the stock. So we're going to be looking for a couple different levels tomorrow. We're going to be looking for 13.69 cents, 15.3 cents, and then after that, we do have 3 candle wicks touching right here at about 17.1 cents, and then 21.4 is going to be the next level that we're going to have to cross through, and after that it's uncharted territory, right? So it's beyond that. I couldn't give you any sort of guess, but the way that this stock is growing, it has grown over 1,000% in the last 5-6 days. If that trend continues, I'm not giving this as a price target. I'm just saying if we continue that kind of growth, this picks up traction, more people are becoming aware of CLWD, right? We could see $1 by the end of January if we keep on this same projected growth, right? I'm not guaranteeing that's going to happen, and I just want you guys to be aware that this is very risky, but that's how we're currently looking right now. It's really rapidly growing, and I wouldn't be surprised whatsoever to see this push. Now, if we look at this on a 2-day 1-minute chart, we'll just take a look at the price action here. We do have pretty solid rebound. This double bottom is actually a bullish indicator. So that double bottom is 2 times where sellers tried to, push this stock down. I was watching this on StockTwits. There are quite a few short sellers that are shorting the stock, which makes sense. It's run up over 1,000%. I get it. They're trading against the grain a little bit, so that's a little bit ballsy. I wouldn't do it, but I'm sure they made some money. We had a double bottom. Sellers tried pushing the price down. There was rejection, came back up, and then ever since, it's been, kind of a slow bleed, a little bit of consolidation, but I'd call this more of a little bleed more than anything. So slightly bearish. We do have a cross back under of the VAMA, under the 200 EMA on the 1-day 1-minute chart. So, for a day trading opportunity or a swing trade, this is, currently in bearish territory. If we change it to the 5-minute chart, we're actually just hovering below that 200 EMA right here, right? So that's not looking super bad. If we change it to the 10-minute chart, it's still trading above the 200 EMA. So, on a macroscopic scale, I would say that this is still in pretty bullish territory. When a stock runs up over 1,000% and then it corrects 30% on one day, I think that investors or traders are completely fine giving back 30% because they're still up 970, So it just makes sense that you see a pullback on a stock like this. I wouldn't freak out too much. If you saw a decrease of 300% in one day, that's a little more concerning. But just considering how much the stock has run up, that does make sense to me. The RSI indicator, if we take a look at this on the 2-day 1-minute chart really quick, we had a little bit of a rally here where we were overbought, but most of the day we were either neutral or a hair below neutral. So, kind of a mixed bag day. We did end up down, 30% on the day, closed at about 12.38 cents, opened at about 17 or so, and we were actually up quite a bit in the pre-market. It was running really hard. So, take that for what it is. This is a bearish day. Microscopically speaking, it is bearish. We are down. Macroscopically speaking, this thing is still running. So if you're looking at this for a midterm investment or maybe a swing trading opportunity, anywhere between 5 days and a month, 2 months, I think that if anything, this is a solid entry point. I would watch for that 10-cent mark, see if we retest that. That does seem like a solid entry point. And if you're looking to day trade it, watch for a bounce back up to 13.6, 15.3, 17.1, 21.4, and you may be thinking, I don't know, that seems a little steep, man, but this stock has really gone up over 100% multiple days in a row. Some days more than 150%. So that's definitely not out of the question just based on the volume action, the amount of traction that this has had, the amount of price action this has had, just based on the previous trends. It's completely possible that we see this continue to do so. So that is how the price action is currently looking on CLWD. That is what I have for you today. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like. It really does help support the channel. And consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this. And then lastly, I do have an affiliate link in the description box down below for TubeBuddy. Now, TubeBuddy is an SEO optimization website that I personally pay $9 a month for, and it is highly what I attribute growing from 0 to 7,000 subscribers in a little less than a month. So if you're a content creator or looking to become one, I could not recommend this highly enough. It is a great tool to help get your videos into the eyes of your intended audience. And if you do use my link, I will receive a commission off of your purchase at no extra cost to you. So it is a great way to support the channel, and if you're not interested, that's totally fine. I just appreciate you guys watching my videos and giving me support in that way. So that is what I have for you guys all today. Thank you for watching, my friends, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.